Where do we begin?
The views, thoughts, and expressions of the show are purely satire and do not reflect the host's employer or any associated parties pertaining to the hosts. This is a joke of a show. Do not take this show serious. We are idiots.
NFA is the podcast of the day. Got a cowboy and a witch and two nerds that don't play. They talking about things that make your mind afraid. No sense of they're here to slay. They ride through the airwaves, kicking up dust, covering topics that others might cuss. Get ready for all opinions, no fuss. Cowboy, witch, and nerds, you better trust.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the NFA Network. My name is Zaga, and if you don't know who I am or what my show is, you're about to. Because this week, it's about me. As egocentric and as self-centered as I can be, we're going to do this whole episode about me and my history. Just so you all can know who I am if you haven't. And maybe one day, if I'm famous, VH1 can just borrow this and use it as a documentary. So I guess this is like a little bit of an autobiography about me. Let's begin. Bronx, New York. The pizza. The Yankees. And the birthplace of hip-hop. 1.4 million people called this place home. And so did I. It's the hustle and bustle of the city. The concrete jungle, some would say. There's something about the city that I've always been infatuated with. Not sure if it was the buildings, the culture, the food. If that's the reason why I have the Yankee symbol tattooed on me. I'm not sure what my infatuation is with New York City, or why millions of people go to it daily, just to visit. But this place, it's where it starts. My mom hates when I use the word that I lived in the hood, or that we lived in the ghetto. But let's face it, you don't live in a nice town and somebody you know gets gunned down in a drive-by shooting at 10 years old. But I digress. I think the hardest part about living in New York wasn't living in the Bronx. It was that damn skyline. I was so infatuated with the New York skyline that I used to draw it on every piece of paper. It was those damn towers. And I remember being 11 years old, 6th grade, looking out the window and seeing the smoke, but not understanding what was kind of happening on that day. But you don't forget it. And then to find out somebody you know passed away. So I do want to take a moment to remember Charles Garbarini. He was a lieutenant for the FDNY. He passed away on 9/11. So I do want to just give him his moment here. But that day always resonated more to me than anything else, because I feel like at that moment, that was when everything changed in my life. Some people would say moving to Florida would be a gift. The palm trees, the white sand beaches, all those things seem like they'd be a good idea. But for me, I was uprooted. I was taken away from home. And then, on the third day of being there, my accident happened. I was 13 years old. And I was hit by a Ford F-250 going 45 miles an hour on a 30-mile-an-hour road. Was trying to just get to the beach to go meet a new friend who also been uprooted. But I never made it. The truck hit me while I was on my bicycle. I somehow defied the laws of physics and turned sideways and crashed into it, flew 65 feet away from where he stopped, and about 11 or 12 feet off the ground. give or take a few inches. I skidded for an additional 15 feet and I was rushed to the hospital. In the ambulance, they cut off my bathing suit that I was so proud to get, and then I was escorted to the hospital via helicopter, because I'm not bougie or anything. And the doctor told me I was lucky to be alive, that I was 3 inches away from dying. And my only response was, I'm hungry. Welcome to the first time you're handling trauma with comedy, Zaga. Good for you. And that, guys, is the first 2 parts of my story. I guess I could go into more and make some more. However, as of right this second, it's 11:43. 11:43 on Sunday night, and I'm trying to make this episode for you guys for tomorrow. So if you guys would like me to continue to keep telling my story and keep doing more things like that, I will do that next week. This was kind of a last minute thing, and I definitely enjoyed doing this for you guys. However, it is very time consuming. That little 5 minutes that I just gave you there, that 5 minutes, that took about 4 hours for me to make. Trying to find these videos is very hard because I didn't record any of them. I have to find ones that won't get me sued. I hope you guys understand that. But, however, obviously, there's more to this episode. I'm not just going to give you guys a 5-minute fucking episode because that's just rude to do. This episode is about me, though. There's a lot about me that you guys don't know about, and that I feel like I should share with you guys. One of the things that I am very adamant and passionate about is my collectibles. You'll be seeing this as a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Slideshow or little video of me documenting and showing you guys some of my collectibles. I have so many different things. I have bins downstairs in my basement that are filled with old video games and stuff like that. But I have everything from comic books to Funko Pops. I have a Derek Jeter Funko Pop, the Scrubs, all of Hamilton. I have a ton of Spider-Man ones. I think my favorite collectible out of all of them is the signed Miles Morales Funko Pop that I have, signed by the voice actor Shamik Moore, who also played in the Wu-Tang series, Wu-Tang American Saga. He was also he played Raekwon the chef in that show. But yeah, I have so many different things. There's some Wu-Tang stuff that I have that it's very, very important to me. But yeah, there's just a lot of I don't know why I collect things like that. I think it has something to do with since when I was a kid. I feel like as a kid, I didn't get enough things. So now as an adult, I just buy the things that I want. And I feel like that's fitting. I feel like that's exactly how I should handle it from here on out. Is that if I want something and I'm an adult and I got money, I'm just going to buy it, right? Like, or versus as a kid, it's like, I really, really want this and I couldn't get that. So I really want to continue this little documentary thing that I'm doing, and I would love to make more for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed that, if you want me to continue doing it, please leave a comment, drop something, just let me know, because I will put the effort and work into it. I just need like 2 weeks to do it, because I 100% love doing this, and this was so much fun. I can't wait to actually film my own documentary one day. But that's what I'm working with, because I don't have the equipment or the time to just go film things. But I might do that soon. I'm onto something here. That was actually one of the things that I did want to discuss with you guys. Is like what to expect for the future of NFA here. What is our goal? What are we trying to do? And obviously we each have our own individual things that we're trying to accomplish. I know obviously Copper has his own agenda where he wants to become a voice actor. Obviously he's doing a military, he has EMT school. The man just does so goddamn much. I don't know how he does it, and I respect it. I don't know how he has time to just even breathe, sleep, work out, do all these things, stay fit. Like, I haven't worked out in 6 months. I don't know how he does it. But for me, I don't know what I'm doing. I really want to dabble into photography, filmography. I just got these really cool lights. I don't know if you guys can probably see them here. Oh yeah, there's one right in the shot. I didn't realize that. But I got these new little, lights that I like, and they're fun. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta change. This isn't a bug. And we're back. See, remember how Nick said in the last episode, I think it was, or the episode before, how I'm just very particular how I want things to look and how I want them to be, and it's because I feel like I'm an artist, the artist formerly known as Zaga, and that's kind of what we're working with here. It is what it is. Regardless of the case, God, I'm so tired. It's getting late here, guys. I got a long day at work tomorrow. Stressful day at work. I'm not looking forward to it. Look at my notes here. What do you expect from me? I don't know. I really enjoyed doing this documentary thing where I did this voiceover, and it's up to you guys if you want me to continue it. I will continue to tell you more of my story, more background on me. I'll do this separately though. I'm not part of the NFA. But for the show itself, there's just so many ways it can go. And I think the next step here, we're actually going to go away from the individual shows itself. We're not just going to have different episodes of us talking about the same thing, different shows of us talking about the same thing. That's kind of silly. But I think we're going to take it to segments where like Copper's Corner is going to be me, like maybe me and Copper do an episode, and maybe we do a line reading together, but he does it in a funny voice and we read a script. Maybe Nick and we do reaction videos. I'm just going to turn these things into segments. Like Ellie, we're going to have her, her corner where she can rant and just go have full chaos where she's just angry about something. There's just so many different options. For me, I'm probably not going to have my own segment because I do everything. I do the video editing. I'm doing this episode by myself tonight. And this is that's just what I think is gonna happen. I think I'm actually gonna have a spin-off show myself called Hey Zaga, because I really do enjoy networking and interviewing different people. I could make the NFA specials, but I'm gonna keep. I'm probably gonna do that my own way and make it my own thing, because I think my dream, honestly, Jen actually asked in our Discord, and if you haven't joined Discord, join it. We're fun. We like y'all. But Jen stated I should do, I should talk about like, what did I want to be when, like, what did I want to do? What did I want to be when I grew up? What was my dreams? And I never thought it would be doing something like this. I'll tell you that. I never thought I would have found a passion and a love, podcasting, doing video editing for 4 hours, doing, just trying to be a comedian, which I'm not a comedian. I think I'm just funny because I'm just stupid. But I don't actually do jokes. But like when I grew up, I didn't know what I wanted, honestly. It was, there was just some aspects of my life that I went through. Obviously my accident, having a friend die, get shot in a drive-by shooting. I experienced a lot of death at a young age. So I don't think I really had a thing that I was like, what do you want to be when you grew up? And it's like, alive, I think. I just want to be alive. And I must say, the last few years of my life, I've never been more alive. I've never felt better about things. I've never felt better about my body, my mental state, financially. And the most importantly, what helped me was obviously finding Ellie. And just the support that she has provided me, something that I didn't think I needed or didn't realize I needed until I met her. And here we are 5 years later, and I can't ask for more at this point. I'm truly happy and blessed that I get to have a fan base like you guys, have some great people I work with, like Nick Copper, obviously Ellie, my wife, and things are going well for the Saga, and I'm enjoying every second of it. I'm just enjoying the ride. There's so much more growth to go through in the show, and back to what I was saying about that. I'm so sorry, ADHD. Doing more side segments with the show, where we have these little. If you guys have watched any other podcast, anywhere. They have their own segments throughout their shows, and it's the better parts of the shows. It's what creates fan bases. It's like it gives you a part where you're excited for. Because if you get or if you get Nick and Copper in an episode, you can be excited for a line reading or video reactions because you know that's going to be coming from them because that's who they are. Where I don't need to state that it's down the rabbit hole. If you see Ellie and Nick in an episode, you know they're going to be talking about conspiracies. If you see me and Nick in an episode, you know we're going to be nerds. That's just the way that the cookie crumbles, right? And we're going to have fun with it. We're going to have a great time. And I think that's just the direction that the show's going to go in moving forward. We might stick to one platform, no more Spotify and Apple. Might just stick to YouTube. That's where we get majority of our viewership and listeners anyway. I think there's only 35 people on average that listen on Spotify. So I love y'all. But unfortunately, that might go bye-bye soon. There was something else. There's something else I want to talk about. Influences for me. Like what like if you guys didn't know me, I'm sure most of you don't actually know me. I think a handful of the fans actually know me. But I have so many influences in my life. And it depends the aspect that we're looking at here. And I'll keep it strictly to the show. But to podcasting and just being like a good talk show guy, right? Just trying to keep you guys entertained and talking with inflection in my voice and being animated and having my hands go and changing things up on the screen so that you're not bored. Things that got me involved with that, I mean, I have to give it to Robin Williams, right? You watch a lot of Robin Williams, movies, stand-up, any of his stuff. He's constantly go, 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 go. There's never a moment where he's on a screen and you're bored or you're not interested about what he's saying or how he's acting or what's going on the screen. It's constantly captivating. I've always respected Robin for that, and that was probably the biggest celebrity death that ever got me, that ever made me cry the most. I don't know who yours is, but comment who was the one celebrity that when they passed away, you were like, I feel like my world's over. That was what Robin Williams was for me. As far as other people, I mean, shoot, there's so many people, man. As much as I hate Jimmy Fallon, he's kind of an asshole. He set a good standard as far as being a talk show host, right? I mean, he's created so many different other shows, lip sync battles. I mean, there were so many different challenges that he's been part of and he's done. Even though he might be an asshole to work for, but as an entertainer, he does a great job. Who else am I thinking of here? Conan O'Brien, again, corny as hell. Arsenio Hall was another one that I loved watching growing up. There's just so many different people that I can't even begin to pull from of who would be an influence for me comedically or being on this show. I mean, shit, just watch any any Jim Carrey movie from the 90s, Will Smith movies. I mean, these are all the things that I draw from that made my personality what it was, because I was so drawn into TV as a kid and cartoons and movies, and I always loved the world of fiction. Coming up with your own stories and creating these things. And it makes me wonder how I became such a good liar. Looking at music next, I mean, music, you guys, anybody who's ever been to a live stream has heard my playlists. I venture out all over the place. I cannot stand country. And you girls, I love y'all and I love Cop. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't get it. I like this Shabuzi guy that 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Like he just took the song Tipsy and made it country, and I think that's the only reason why I like it. Otherwise, I hate almost all country. If Post Malone comes out with that country song, though, I might bop that shit. I will. I think I will. That would be my summer bop this year. Just waiting for that Morgan Wallen Post Malone song, even though, again, hate them all, hate all country. I'll make that an exception. Don't like Beyonce's country album. However, I'm not a big Beyonce fan as it is. Just not my cup of tea. Like some people love Kendrick, some people like J. Cole. I like J. Cole more. So that's just the way it is. I'm extremely influenced, obviously, by hip-hop. Hip-hop has molded me, has made me the person I am, taught me so many things about life, and it made me feel included in a community. I think that was one of the things that really changed my aspect when it came to music. Wasn't a matter of, you know, whoa, this or that, or I mean, I don't even know how to explain it, but the way hip hop has changed me was all about what it stood for, what the culture was about, what the, you know, what it meant, what the importance of it. And that's why I get so frustrated with new hip hop. New hip hop is so bad. Like, I can't stand Drake. People are saying Drake's one of the greatest. Sorry, dude, you're a pop singer. That's what you are. You're not a rapper. And I know I could bore the hell out of you guys for hours talking about hip hop, and I'm not going to. So yeah, that's not happening. But obviously rock's another huge one that's heavily influenced. Emo rock, you know, punk rock. That stuff influenced me so much. I mean, why do you think I have a whole tattoo sleeve of traditional tattoos? It was done from rock and roll. That wasn't done from hip hop. If I had that, I'd have like my last name tattooed across my back. Listen, yeah, it's a played out thing for the, you know, people who love hip hop. I don't know why what's I don't understand that. Like, you get the necklaces with your name on it, your earrings with your name in it, you get your name tattooed on you. Like, we gonna forget your shit? Like, you're completely identifiable at this point. And like, I grew up in the hood, and you just try not to get seen or known or anything like that. So why would you put your name on you? I don't know. But yeah, hip hop, rock, Blink 182 is one of my all-time favorite bands. I've listened to them ad nauseum. I actually have, that's one of my tattoos I plan to get. A Day to Remember, All Time Low. For those of you who are in the Discord channel, I appreciate you giving me some input on my All Time Low musical idea. I am going to work on writing that. It's just, it's a lot of work to create a whole, I have an outline for the story. And I'm going to do it. Just need some time on that one. That's a long haul time. That's a few months. I need to work on that. The documentary stuff though, like this, the thing I just did, I think I can knock that out in 2 weeks. So if you guys want that, I can do that. But yeah, music, man, techno. Oh God, if you guys haven't heard of the song, Show Me Love by Robin S., that is my all-time favorite song of all time. Like, I could listen to that every day, 7 days a week. Wouldn't faze me. I would not get bored of it. I would dance to it every single time. I love 90s freestyle, 90s dance, La Boot, which is so good. Yeah, there's so many different genres that I love. I mean, I can't say I don't like pop music. As much as I hate Drake, it's not because of his music, it's because of his ego, and he thinks he's the best. But like, I love all pop music. Ariana Grande. I am 100% a Swiftie. I'll tell you that right now. If you think for 1 second I didn't wish that my little vampire tattooed on me right here. Oh yes, Carly asked for a tattoo tour. So I have a little vampire. I can't get the camera to see it. All right. So come here. Stupid things. Whatever. I have a vampire pinup girl right here. I think she looks like Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie. I also have Anubis tattooed on my back here, or on the back of my arm here. He's the Egyptian god of death. I grew up very much loving Egyptian mythology. My mom was very big on it as well. So I guess you could say that's kind of like my tattoo from my mom. But I just always loved it. That's why I got the Eye of Ra there as well. I got the Hang Loose, just because that's something I always do. You always see me in pictures. I always throw the Hang Loose up. I have on my shoulder or my arm here that says "Your coffin or mine." This, I don't know why I got this. I just thought it was sexy and it was cool looking, and I gave him a nice little thick ass stash because it's cool. On my shoulder, I actually have 2 swallows, one for my sister and one for my brother. That one's back there. I got those at a tattoo convention. With my tattoo artist, which was kind of cool because I saw a bunch of people that I knew there, and they were all getting tattooed too. My buddy actually got an owl tattoo right on his neck. So jealous. I cannot wait to get a neck tattoo. It's gonna be so much fun. What else do I have here? I have so many. I have my pumpkin. That's the Blair Witch symbol, which I've definitely pointed out plenty of times on the show. I got an Ankh. This is the Egyptian symbol for Z, because my name is Zaga. Oh, these little scales of Dustus, that's actually Anubis's. I guess when you get to the underworld, he weighs your heart against your sins, or whatever the thing is. But I thought that was kind of cool just to add as a filler. I got Michael Myers back here. This piece is actually very important for me, and I'll get to that in the documentary at some point. One of my best friends, Dustin Anderson, he passed away in 2019. It's actually right before I met Ellie. He took his life. He was a veteran, went through a lot of stuff. And yeah, he was a huge movie buff. He had a whole blog called Dustin's Dastardly Disastrous Reviews or something like that. I can't remember what the name was. Years and years ago. But yeah, he's actually the inspiration for doing the whole podcasting thing. I thought about doing it in his honor, just because obviously he's not here. And who would have thought that I found a passion? I'm pretty sure it's him just telling me, like, see, I told you this shit's fun. You just talk about stupid shit all the time. On the front side here, I have Hopeless right on my arm with an anatomical heart. I wear my heart on my sleeve, Hopeless Romantic. I have a gravestone with a bat. I actually got this tattoo in Salem with Ellie. This is the first time we actually went to Salem and got matching tattoos because she got bats on her shoulder. I have what you saw in the beginning there, which was my Wu-Tang and my Yankee symbol. Splatters of blood all over the place. Oh yeah, Darth Vader. I got that one from my dad. Little Vader that just says dad on it. And then I have Han Solo and Princess Leia up here. Oh, and then my Ouija board, planchette. If you want me to go into this arm, there's so much meaning behind this. I can't even begin to tell you. It took me and my tattoo artist a long time to figure this one all out. Because each thing has its own different meaning. Now the sun and stars is just a Filipino flag. I actually have number 28 right here because that's my number in sports. I used to have a Leo symbol here that was covered up. I used to have a Chinese symbol here that's covered up. I used to have a Kuna Matata here that's covered up. They were bad tattoos. They were not good at all. But yeah, I plan to get a lot more. I want my hands, my chest, my neck, my head. Like I want to get the side of my head tattooed. My back, obviously, both legs. I have both leg sleeves designed already. I know what I want. My knee is going to be cool. On one knee, it's going to be like those Japanese masks, fangs, and all that stuff, and the samurai helmet on the top of the knee. And on the other knee, it's going to be vampire fangs, which I think that'll be kind of cool. That'll be both my kneecap pieces. It's going to suck, but it's going to look so nice. What else do I got here? Shoot, I only got like 30 minutes in this episode here, and I don't know what else to really talk about. I will say, this is a lot harder than anticipated to talk completely by myself. I thought I could pull it off and it'd just be simple. I would just ramble on about something, let the ADHD take control of me. But unfortunately, I am not. I am not prepared for these kinds of things. Currently 12 o'clock. I'm probably going to stay up for another hour editing this episode and getting everything ready for you guys. So I'm probably going to end this quite shortly here. And I apologize, guys, not having an episode last week or making this one a little short. Time has been really hard on us. Things have been going on. Just, getting scheduling, coordinating and doing all this stuff is not as easy as it looks, sounds, or you think it is. And plus, setting up an entire studio in minutes is not simple. I have to, all these lights, the cameras, all the computer equipment has to get put away in a closet because this is Ellie's workspace. Like, she works from home right there. She has a desk, she has a little treadmill, she has her monitors, all that stuff right, literally it's 4 feet in front of me. So I need to put all this stuff away because it would drive her crazy if 5 days out of the week she had to sit in this chaos of wires that's here. So yeah, I promise you though, next week will be a lot better. I will make sure we are prepared. I'm going to try to do more for you guys. I'm still trying to gather everyone for karaoke. It is very hard to do this, by the way. I have to find a way to maneuver this to where it works. So we'll have a special karaoke episode where it's just us sounding like complete idiots the entire time. There's probably going to be no TikToks made from that. It's just going to be us singing stupid songs. And then you'll have in between clips of us hanging out and talking and chatting and having a good time. But yeah, I feel like things are on the up and up. And as we're coming to a close to this season, don't know. I feel good about this. And I feel good about our crew. I feel good about how we're handling everything and where everything's going. Obviously, more work needs to get put in, and more. I gotta work harder. I gotta have sleepless nights, and I gotta put in some more effort. I feel like we could be a lot bigger, and we could be good. I feel like we're just as good as some of these other podcasts out there. I'm just not already famous before making the podcast. I feel like I fucked that up. I feel like I should have achieved fame first, then made a podcast, and things would have been easier. But here we are at midnight recording episodes that are supposed to be out in 5 hours. But here, no production team, just me. But I want to say, if you have listened, if you're still listening, if you're going to continue listening, I love you. I appreciate you. You are the most important person in my life, besides my wife and my family and my friends. So there's a lot of people that are more important than you, but I really appreciate you. Like, I appreciate you in the sense of, like, I appreciate when somebody tells me that there's a deal and that I should just get 2 because it's cheaper than buying the 1. Like, I appreciate you on that level. Or if, like, you had a final chicken nugget and you offered the chicken nugget to me, that is, one of those things where I'm extremely grateful for. But that's about as far as it goes. Y'all know I'm kidding. I love y'all. You guys are the only reason why I do this. If y'all weren't here, I wouldn't have made another episode. I would have just said, fuck it. Season's over. Call it quits. We'll just worry about this eventually at another time. But you guys listen. You guys expect me to put out an episode, and you expect me to be at my best. And I try to give you guys my best every single week. And listened. Times are tight. The world sucks. We're potentially entering into World War III with this stuff happening overseas. And I just wanted to say to y'all, hang in there. Just hang it. Put your mind to something. If you love it and you believe in it, it'll pan out, it'll work. Just never give up. That sounds like some shit John Cena would say. Oh, fun fact, by the way, I didn't tell you guys. My intro to the wedding, when I come out to say, when I'm as the groom, I'm the first one out. John Cena all the way, coming right out to the John Cena thing. But real talk, life sucks. There's no way around it. Life sucks. Life is not easy. It's not fun. There's so many hurdles, and you're always gonna find conflict throughout your life. But you gotta learn how to appreciate the little things. And today, it's one of those little things. That's what I feel. I might be up till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning doing this and get no sleep for my long day tomorrow. But I'm still happy. I'll still put a smile on my face. Because you know what? It could have been the alternative. I should have died when I was 13 years old. Should have 100% died. And I didn't. Should have died 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Should have died 1,001 times. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. And I still believe. And you should too. Things get better. And no matter what way you slice it, it does. And it's about a mentality you have in life. And it's something you got to teach yourself. And it's not easy. If it was, everybody would be just as happy. But you got to teach your brain. You got to trick your brain into appreciating all the little things in life, all the wins. It's the little wins that count. The big wins will come and go. It's the little wins that count. So if you're stressed out about money, that it'll always find a way back to you. If you're stressed out about a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a person you're interested in, whatever it is, don't stress it. If it's meant to happen, if it's meant to work, it will. You know how people I know that it should not have happened. It should not have worked. That this person is way too ugly to be with this stunning person. And I'm talking about my friend who's way hotter than his girlfriend. That's all I'm saying. I'm kidding. But we've all seen those people that you're like, they should not be together. Like, you guys are a disaster together. Why are you together? They find a way to make it work. And that's just the way the world's going to be. And that's what you got to do. You got to trick your brain. Gaslight your brain into being happy. See, the gaslight. I wish is where I need somebody around me to just solidify my thoughts on this. If you gaslight your own brain into being happy, you'll be happy. And I know it's not that simple, but honestly, you got to train yourself. You got to trick your brain. You got to work on it. And that's the honest truth. And I know a lot of the people that listen to the show have spicy brains, and shit sometimes gets hard, and shit is, you feel like your back's against the wall. But I promise you, just keep grinding, keep pushing. Everything works out. Everything will work out. If you're breathing, if you got a roof over your head, you got food in front of you, you got somebody that loves you. Doesn't have to be the person that's next to you, but just somebody in your life that loves you. Life's good. And appreciate and cherish every second of it, because at any moment that thing could be taken away from you. So enjoy it. Smile. Live a little bit more. And don't be afraid to try things. Like, real talk, if I was so afraid and I didn't try this, y'all would have never had a show that's as great as ours to listen to. So try new things. Keep doing you. I love y'all. Never change who you are. Stay true to yourself. And I feel like I'm lecturing y'all now. I feel like this is a lecture, and I'm really, really sorry. I'm just trying to kill time at this point. Trying to just buy some time. Seeing the ticker here go up a little bit more makes me happy. And I'm sorry. I'm so exhausted. I haven't even smoked anything tonight. I've just been working for y'all. So I'm going to work on a little bit extra for you guys at the end here. So stay tuned. I'm going to add a little bit extra, the little documentary thing. And I will see you guys next week. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get Ellie and Nick to do this, because I have to record by myself, and I'm really upset that I have to do that. And I feel all alone, and I have abandonment issues now. I love y'all. Peace. Oh, high school. It's a love-hate relationship. There was definitely some good times and a shit ton of bad ones. But it's weird, because if you look at me today, you would think that I was the class clown, or I was the one that was popular, had those hallway romances or those secret romances in the library, high-fiving people in the hallway. That wasn't me. I kind of stuck to myself. I didn't want to be in Florida. I hated it. I mean, wouldn't you, when you get hit by a car on your third day there? Yeah. But I don't know. High school had its moments where it was fun. I did make the basketball team at one point. And I don't want to talk about that, because I hate that fucking sport. It's done nothing but cause me pain. We'll save that for another day. Best part about high school was the friends that I made, that I'm still friends with today. See right here on the screen. I've known these guys forever, and I was just with them in Tennessee about 6 months ago. It's fucking crazy how time flies, man.